The feeder hasn't even gone off yet, and we already had some hogs come in this morning. They came in real quick and then left, so I didn't have time to even get a shot. So hopefully they'll come back soon. The feeder's gonna be going off in about 3 minutes. Something else is fixing to come in. I see it now. So I'm fixing to turn this back off.
Man. 2.5 hours of sleep. Work lasted a little longer. That's pretty close. Work lasted a little longer than I'd hoped. As late as I got home, we got a late start getting here, and man, next thing we know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning when we pull up here. And then, of course, we gotta get everything unpacked, which took about another hour. I missed the feed time this morning as we got to talking and lost track of time. I got her on the stand in time. Let's see if we can go from an interview to a kill. It was probably about 50 yards away.
Oh my gosh, it's been an amazing morning already. I'm really frustrated that I didn't get a shot at the axis. The axis buck was here forever. I kept waiting. I got my bow down and I kept waiting. But every time I'd start to get a shot and he would turn, another whitetail would come up. And so they would be looking at me while the axis was eating. So there was no way for me to get a shot. There was a whitetail with them, and then there was a few kind of off to the right that were coming in. And then I glanced back behind me, and there was some whitetail coming in from behind me as well. So there was no way for me to shoot him without spooking the whitetail and for them busting me before I was able to get a shot. think I got some good footage, and it was cool to see him come in to the feeder like that. I haven't been able to experience that before. So he was pretty big, and I got some footage. There was a couple more small little bucks that came in. They didn't come in all the way, but they started to come in before he was kind of spooked. But oh my gosh, it was exciting. One of the smaller bucks was barking or calling or whatever you want to call it. So that was cool. Oh my gosh, this morning's been amazing already. I've seen a ton of axis, a ton of whitetail, and then the hogs as well. So they're active. I mean, they've been coming in. I'm trying to be really, really patient, and I'm trying to wait for the perfect shot. And hopefully I will be able to follow through and not rush things. And like this morning, I could have very easily rushed and probably missed with that axis. So I'm really hoping that with me taking my time and waiting for the perfect shot, hopefully he will come back. If not, hopefully we'll get something else. But oh man, it's been a good morning already. So I'm just excited. We kind of had a little bit of a late start. We got in at 1 o'clock this morning, and it took us a while to go to bed, and then we got up at 5:30ish, almost, about 5:30ish. So we're exhausted, but this is well worth it. This is well worth getting out of bed for. So let's see what comes up next.
Is it me, or is it just about 100% of the time that the feeder doesn't work? There's no corn on the ground, so they came by, looked, and there wasn't any corn, so they left. Man, that's a nice buck. Can't wait till deer season.
I don't know if it's quail season. If I did, I'd shoot some, but I'm not about to try if I don't know whether it's open or not. I've never seen this many come to the feeder before.
So I got down, and I made it all the way to the feeder pen. And then I noticed a big boar, huge, standing about 20 yards away. And I noticed that the feeder feeder's empty somehow. When those bugs came by, you could see them looking at that cone like they were expecting to lick some corn out of there. So I think what's going on is, it looks like they've just been licking the funnel and coming anytime they want, pretty much. So the feeder says it should have 40 pounds left according to the calculator, and it's been accurate in the past. That axis bug is getting further and further away. I don't know if you could hear it in that time. It's further. Hundreds of yards away instead of 50. So I've had an axis bug close by. I've had a nice whitetail. Now my walkie-talkie's about to die. Well, since things aren't going too well, I guess I'll head back to the cabin. We only brought 3 bags of corn, so I hope that other feeder's nice and full. So if it doesn't need any, I can put all 3 in this one and get it full again. But I've got to put a cover on that or something. I've got one over by the shed. I'll cover it up so they'll quit licking the corn out. Man, always something.
It's still cooling. It was hot in here when I got back because it was froze up completely, but I broke it loose with a saw blade, sticking it through the vents in the top on the other side of the window. It's working at least. The other one's still working pretty good. We have 2, but one won't keep up with this because it's got a tin roof and it just makes it scorching hot in here. So our walkie-talkies are all dead, and so I can't contact Crystal to see if she's having any luck or not. Or else I would tell her just to come back if she hadn't seen anything. I'm sure she has though. And I think somebody tried to call me and the kids were still asleep when I got here. So it was probably her trying to tell me that she maybe took a shot at something, hopefully. But man, it was a pretty good morning. I saw the pretty big whitetail buck. I heard the axis buck nearby. I saw the big boar on the ground. When I got down, bad timing. If I'd have had my bow with me, or even the pistol, which I left the pistol and the bow up in the stand when I got down, I just thought I was going to go down there, see why the feeder wasn't working, and then go right back up in there. But man, that's just how it is. I mean, at just exactly the time you're getting out of the stand, somehow they know, and that's the time that they're going to come. Oh man. But I can't wait to get some breakfast and some sleep and try it again this afternoon. And I can't wait to show y'all that buck. It was pretty nice. Well, see y'all soon.